Next week in Emmerdale, the drama erupts in ways nobody could have predicted, pulling almost every family in the village into chaos. At the center of it all is Charity, whose desperate chase for DNA results finally comes to an end. When the envelope lands in her hands, the truth shatters her completely. It's Ross who fathered her baby. For longtime fans, this is no simple revelation. It drags up years of messy history, painful choices, and unfinished business. With her heart heavy, Charity turns to Chaz for support. But how can anyone prepare themselves for a truth that rewrites the past as much as it reshapes the future? While Charity wrestles with her reality, young April finds herself pushed to breaking point. After Leo's terrifying hospital trip, Rona lashes out, making it clear that April is no longer welcome under her roof. Marlon wants to protect both his son and his daughter, but his torn loyalties leave April feeling unwanted. Her decision is heartbreaking. She packs a bag and leaves, intending to run straight into the arms of Ray, who preys on her vulnerability. But fate intervenes when Bob spots her waiting at the bus stop, alone and fragile. He offers her a bed at the B&B, saving her from the worst, but it's a bittersweet relief. April may be safe for now, yet her distance from her family only deepens the cracks already tearing them apart. Elsewhere, Gabby and Vinnie face their own turmoil. Struggling with her marriage, Gabby opens up to Charles, who gently brings them together for an informal counseling session. For a moment, there's honesty, a flicker of the bond that once tied them tightly. They leave with a spark of hope, but hope in Emmerdale is always fragile. Before long, Gabby's insecurities claw back to the surface. She stumbles upon Vinnie sharing what looks like a comforting hug with Lewis, and her mind jumps straight to betrayal. What should have been a tender moment between friends spirals into paranoia, suspicion, and accusations. Can Gabby really rebuild trust, or is she doomed to sabotage her own happiness? The village itself isn't short of chaos either. Jimmy's latest blunder leaves the entire King clan piling into Laurel's house, turning her usually calm space into a noisy madhouse. While this storyline brings flashes of humor, Laurel fuming, Jimmy sneaking off to escape, it's clear that even comedy in Emmerdale comes wrapped in tension. Meanwhile, trouble brews among the younger generation. Carl grows close to Clemmy, sparking jealousy and anger from Lucas. Their schoolyard rivalry explodes into violence, with the police shockingly called in. Suddenly, what should have been a teenage clash spirals into a full-blown family feud, dredging up resentments between the Tates and the Spencers. Romance, too, carries its own warning signs. Belle and Tom continue to grow closer, their relationship heating up faster than anyone expected. It seems sweet, even exciting, but long-time viewers know how fragile Belle's happiness can be. The question lingers: are they building something lasting, or are they rushing into something that could crumble just as quickly? And while Charity and April dominate much of the week's heartache, Chaz finds herself facing a painful realization. She's been so consumed by Charity's crisis that she's failed to notice Liam unraveling before her eyes. Waiting for test results of his own, Liam usually finds himself helpless, and the weight of it drags him into a dark place. Chaz finally steps in, but it may be too late. Their bond is tested like never before, with Liam questioning whether he can trust her to stand by him when he needs her most. Not all is bleak, though. Bob and Celia, after their awkward moment last week, quietly make peace over a coffee. It's a small gesture, almost hidden among the storm of bigger stories, but it's a reminder that reconciliation and friendship still exist in the village, even when everything else feels like it's breaking apart. By the time the week closes, Emmerdale has delivered 12 explosive twists: Charity's devastating DNA revelation, April's heartbreaking walkout out, Gabby's paranoia, Carl and Lucas clashing with the police, Liam's health struggles, and even Laurel losing her patience with an unexpected house invasion. It's messy, emotional, and utterly unmissable, because this time it's not just one storyline driving the drama. It's the whole village caught in a web of secrets, heartbreak, and choices that will echo long after the week is over. Next week in Emmerdale, the village is on the brink of chaos. Secrets are spilling, hearts are breaking, and every corner of the village seems to be holding its own ticking time bomb. At the center of it all is Charity, whose life has just been turned upside down. After weeks of agonizing over DNA results, the truth finally lands in her hands, and it's Ross. For Charity, it's more than just biology. It's the resurfacing of old wounds, regrets, and complicated feelings she thought she had buried long ago. Shocked, confused, and unsure who to turn to, she leans on Chaz, but even support from a friend can't erase the weight of this revelation. Every decision she makes now carries far-reaching consequences, and viewers are left wondering if Charity can ever find stability again. Meanwhile, young April feels like she's walking on a knife edge. Leo's hospital trip has thrown her entire world into disarray, and Rona's anger has left her feeling unwelcome at home. Marlon is caught in the middle, torn between protecting his son and keeping his daughter close. Feeling rejected, April packs a bag and leaves, intending to find solace with Ray. But danger lurks in that choice. Luckily, Bob spots her alone at the bus stop and swoops in to offer her a place at the B&B. It's a small victory amidst turmoil, yet the separation from her family threatens to deepen the rift. Viewers will be left questioning whether this is a turning point for April or the beginning of a darker spiral. Not far away, Gabby and Vinnie are trying to navigate the rocky terrain of their marriage. Gabby admits to Charles that things just aren't right between them. For once, the couple is honest in the same room, and Charles attempts to guide them back toward each other. There's a flicker of hope, a hint that their love isn't completely lost. But soap timing being what it is, Gabby's insecurities rear their head at the worst possible moment. Seeing Vinnie share a hug with Lewis, she spirals into suspicion and paranoia. A simple act of friendship ignites doubt, threatening to undo any progress they've made. The question lingers: can Gabby trust Vinnie, or is this just the calm before another emotional storm? While relationships are under strain, the village itself becomes a pressure cooker of chaos. Jimmy's latest antics lead the King family to move into Laurel's house, and Laurel's patience is pushed to its limits. The clash of personalities and the invasion of her usually peaceful home sets up plenty of comedic chaos, giving fans moments of levity amidst the week's tension. At the same time, the younger generation is making life just as turbulent. Carl's growing closeness with Clemmy ignites Lucas's jealousy, culminating in a school fight that draws police attention. Nicholas is furious, blaming the Tate side for stirring trouble, and suddenly a teenage clash becomes a full-blown family feud. It's a reminder that even the smallest sparks can ignite a fire in Emmerdale. Meanwhile, romance blooms with its own complications. Belle and Cammie's relationship moves quickly, and while their chemistry is undeniable, viewers know that rushing in Emmerdale rarely ends well. Will this budding romance survive the inevitable tests ahead, or is it doomed to implode under pressure? Amid the chaos, Chaz realizes that Liam has been quietly crumbling under the weight of the week's events. Normally the pillar of strength, Liam finds himself powerless, waiting for test results and struggling to cope. Chaz steps in, attempting to support him, but viewers know that timing and perception matter. Can she repair the damage before it's too late, or has Liam already begun to resent being left to carry so much on his own? Not everything is dark, however. Small moments of reconciliation emerge, like Bob and Celia smoothing over an awkward encounter from the previous week. A shared coffee and a few kind words remind us that amidst all the chaos, there is still room for friendship and peace. It's these quieter moments that give the village and the audience a chance to breathe before the next emotional punch lands. By the end of the week, Emmerdale fans will have witnessed 12 explosive storylines collide. Charity's devastating revelation, April's flight from home, Gabby's spiraling paranoia, Carl and Lucas drawing in the police, Liam's emotional unraveling, Belle and Cammie's rushed romance, and Laurel's household chaos. It's a week where every family feels the strain, and every secret threatens to come crashing down. The village is messy, emotional, and unmissable proof that in Emmerdale, the drama never sleeps.